Konnichiwa, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, Level M Diecast, bringing you pretty cool stuff today. This has kind of been in the works for a little bit. Get my hands on this set right here. This is Japan exclusive, series number 1. This is exclusive to Japan. Currently, you see it says Matchbox in Japanese here. This is the mix. This is the actual shipper, the little store display it comes in. It is quite small, very, very small. There is some deets on the back. See a lot of Japanese writing on the back. Everything in here is an opening parts model, so very, very upscale comparatively. And then this is the little, PDQ display it sits in. So it is kind of like the Power Grabs. The lid just opens up on the top. This does consist of 2 of every single model in the mix. So 2 sets of 6 for complete 2 sets. So as you just pull them out, kind of dump them out of there. They fit in there pretty good. It is only just wide enough for one single Power Grab size box. This is the kind of boxes they are in. This is the Honda truck. I forget what it's called. The T360. See, it is all in Japanese. All of it. They are numbered J4. There are 2 of those in this mix. We'll set one to the side. Get duplicates going on here. This is the Honda S2000. So as you see, that actually has, interesting. It is English on one side and Japanese on the other. So that's very interesting. That's kind of cool. Totally by accident, but this one shows the opening part. This one shows the closed part. This is number J1. So we'll set one of those to the side, put one of those in our mix. The Mazda MX-30. This is has an interior variation, so probably not going to crack the second one. We'll just crack one of them open to keep one set sealed. J number 3. So the Honda and the CX-30 and the Honda T360, those are all re-released decos. Those are all models that we've seen before. All 3 of these guys, there's nothing new about those. However, what is new is these ones on this side. And of course, the one that everybody wants. This is the GTR Nismo. This is only the second time we're seeing this particular casting, this one in red. First time we saw this was in premium in the collector line. This is J6. So this is the 6th one in the mix. So just kind of see if we can put those in order when we get them up there. Put the other one aside. Another brand new deco for this particular mix. This is the Toyota Land Cruiser. FJ Cruiser, I'm sorry. In orange. So this is a brand new color for this model. We've only seen this a couple of times. We've seen it in premium, and of course we've seen it in the normal moving parts. So we'll put the J5 there. We'll move J4 over there. And then the last one, this is the Datsun 280ZX. This is a new deco for this one as well. It is black with a white hood. Very Japanese police reminiscent, but it is not decoed up as a police car. So we'll put him in his righteous spot, which is right there. There is the 6 models, and of course there is the shipper in the back. We'll just close the shipper down, and then we'll just go ahead and go through these in order. So the first one is the Honda S2000. These are glued, I believe, which is unfortunate. I was hoping they'd be taped, but they are glued. There's a little protective box in there and some tissue paper. Actually, it's like wax paper. Actually, it is wax paper. So just undoes there. We'll bring this guy out. Set him right there. We'll get our wax paper back in here. Get that back in the box. So very nice. Keeps the box nice and sturdy. You don't have to worry about the box getting crushed. So we'll set that guy in the back. So this is the Honda S2000. This is a re-released deco. Pearl white with the gold 5 spokes. Does have full tampo in the back. Looks pretty good. There are lensed headlights so that it doesn't have to have tampo, but it does have tampo opening under the opening hood. So that looks pretty good. Nice details up there. Nothing on the interior, but the interior is decoed up pretty good. The window is a little bit of a weird tint. Kind of almost looks a little bit yellowed. Date code on this, R26. And yes, like we always do, we will bring in our original S2000. This is dated in 45. This was the very first release of this particular one. That guy will be on the left. So you see right now the colors are exact. Even the weird tint in the window is exact. Very faithful representation. The original on the top. So it's a little bit maybe thinner paint on the new one on the bottom rather than the top, but they're still both pearl white. Maybe a little bit less pearl on the new one on the bottom. You can see the shade differences there, really, really good. So the top one's very, very, very pearl white. Bottom one, not so much. And then just the rear deco print on there. They are the same. Both have S2000 on the plate. And then look underneath the hoods. So our new one, which will be, there we go, on the top. And then our existing one on the bottom. They do have the exact same print underneath the hood. Be a little bit paint variance differences, but other than that, nothing fancy. So still a pretty good version though. We do like the S2000. The S2000 is a pretty nice one. So we'll put that guy in the back. Go on to number 2. Try to see if I can open these all the same direction. So we'll pull out this 280ZX. This one didn't come off as clean. This one does not have a, it's not even wrapped. Interesting. That one doesn't have a protective, piece of cardboard in there, and it wasn't even wrapped with the wax paper. This is actual wax paper. This is not like tissue paper. It's very weird. This is our 280ZX. See, this guy's a little bit scuffed, unfortunately, but that's okay. Really, really nice print on that hood. That is inkjet printing. It goes all the way up and then around the windshield. That's very interesting. That looks really, really good, actually. No other front prints on it. No headlights are done up like that. No side prints. And, of course, it does have full rear deets. Looks very, very good. Looks very, very 70s, very 80s. So, oh, man, those doors are just, oh, they're so stiff. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, those are just way too stiff. I can't even get them open. I don't want to pry them. But the doors do open. Unfortunately, it's just, they are extremely stiff. You don't want to force those things. You definitely don't want to force them. Taking a look at the base deets. There is the base deets, of course, R26. That one looks pretty good. Pretty simple, but very effective. Very effective print. I do like that one a lot. So we'll put that one back in here. We'll close this up. Put that guy down there. We'll bring these guys back later. All right, the MX-30. So this is the one that has a interior variation. Yes, we do have the original ones here. That came in moving parts. Moving parts basic. So some of them open a little bit better than others. You'll see one of them has a dog in the back. The other one just has some luggage in the back. So 2 different interior variations. These ones are dated R30 and R31. I'm sorry, R11 and R10. Sorry. So there you go. We'll put those guys down. We'll bring in our new boxed MX-30. Couldn't tell you what interior one we're going to get, but I guarantee you there will be no differences between this guy and the new one, or the new one and the old one. At least this one's wrapped up, so we'll pull him out. Let's go ahead and put our tissue paper back in there right now. Get this out the way. Put him in the back. There we go. MX-30, of course, it is in the exact same color with the same 5 spokes in chrome. Of course, dated. This one dated R27. Pop him open. This one is the luggage interior. So that one looks average. This is not a good model, to be honest with you. So new one on the bottom. We'll flip those around. Looks like there may be a shade difference. There's a lot of shade collectors. So if that's the case, you'll be happy with that one. But other than that, the prints are all the same. Same colors, same details, same prints on the back as well. A little bit better lined up on the old one rather than the new one. But that's okay. That's okay. Nothing fancy about that. And of course, there's no base changes or anything like that. So nothing doing there. So we'll put that guy in the back. We expected nothing good from that. Definitely expected nothing good from that. All right, last one that is a carry forward model, as they like to put them. This is the Honda T360. This one might have some slight, hate when that happens, man. Just destroyed the whole box. Too much glue on this one. Right, pull this guy out. This guy's not even wrapped up either. Pull out our Honda T360. Put this back in there. Get this out the way. There we go. This is our Honda T360. I really do like this casting. I do like the fact that the headlights are printed up and looks all good on the interior. Then, of course, when you open the hood up, all that print is underneath it with the spare tire. That looks super, super cool. It's a very, very unique model. Of course, the hood never stays up. And then it has full deets on the back. Looks pretty good. No deets on the side. R26. This is our original version of that one. This one dated P25, so it's been quite some time. We'll do our original on the left. So taking a look at the deets in the front. Some shade color differences on the blinkers, you know, the orange. But that's pretty much it. As far as the under hood print, I don't know if I could do this. I'm going to get kind of interesting here. Try to hold that. There we go. So prints between the two are the same. Printed up the same. And then taking a look at the deets on the back. Very, very faithful representation of the exact model, unfortunately. And of course, there's no changes to the casting or anything like that. So nothing fancy. I mean, there's probably a shade difference in blue. I mean, it looks like it on the camera, but you know, outside of the camera, you can't really see that there's a shade variation on those. So we'll throw that guy to the side. All right, J5, brand spanking new deco for the FJ Cruiser. Hopefully this one opens a little bit better. There we go. Less glue on this one. This one is wrapped up. That's weird. The S2000 is the only one that got a protective box in it. Ooh, very nice. All right, let's get this guy back in there. Closed up. Put him there. All right, FJ Cruiser. Very, very exciting to get a new brand spanking new color with this one. It was painted completely orange before they put the white roof on it. So you see that the orange kind of bleeds through the white just a little bit, but it looks pretty good. It's just like a regular paint, not like high gloss or anything like that, but it's not a matte finish. Full front tempo on there looks pretty good. Tempo's on the rear. Very interesting. I don't know what that black print is. I guess it's supposed to be the bracket for the spare tire. That black above here. Very interesting choice to print that on there. I guess I've never noticed that if they put that on any of the other versions. Of course, this guy is opening hood doors, which open perfectly fine. Unlike the Datsun, which just didn't want to work. There is the base deets on this one. That one's pretty nice. So very happy to have a new version there. And then, of course, the one that everybody's been waiting for, that probably everybody just skipped right to the end of the video for. Definitely wasn't trying to hold you till the end. That's just the way it worked, with it being number 6. There we go. Get the glue out of there. I was really hoping these were going to be taped, but they're glued. So we'll pop this guy out. Pull our GTR Nismo out. Throw this in there, close that. Put him there. Now, of course, this is only the second time we've been seeing the GTR Nismo. This is the one that debuted in the collector line with a matte white pearl finish on it. Looks pretty good. It's not, it was kind of subpar in my opinion for a premium version, but it does have opening doors. They don't open all that well on this one either. They're very, very stiff. So again, not wanting to force it. Maybe they'll open better on this red one. There is the red GTR. Actually looks better than the premium, which is kind of shocking. This guy is very interesting because he gets tampos on all 4 sides. So you'll see there are tampos for the hood vent. There are tampos behind the fender here. Full print on the back, on the body, and on the base. Gets that red stripe on the base. Looks really good. Plastic spoiler looks very, very nice. Looks good with just the blacked out D10s. I think that looks really good. And then, of course, has print in the grille. Print on the bottom with those red stripes. That looks really, really good. Let's see if this guy opens a little bit better. Well, one of the doors does. Look at that. One door opens relatively well. Left-hand drive. Left-hand drive. Is the other one left-hand drive? It is. It is. Okay. Very interesting that this is left-hand drive. I guess I never noticed that. The cool thing about this casting is there's no A-pillar. So, it's very interesting. I would assume if you find these in dump bins in so many years that these things will probably be very interesting in the way that they're destroyed. Because there's no A-pillar and then there's the door here. So there's not a whole lot of things just keeping the model from getting bent up. But It's a pretty good version. There is the base Dietz. Looks pretty good. Of course, that is the one that everybody and their mom going to want. And that's really the reason why most people are buying this set, is just to get those 3 there, which are the exclusives. And the other ones are just repeats. But pretty happy I could send this to you guys. I did pick this up from eBay. Just straight up bought it myself. Cost me about $65. Shipped to my door. Series 2 is out. So I'll try to get my hands on that Series 2. But until then, hope you guys enjoy this. Hope you guys like what you saw here. I do think this is a great thing. I just wish that it wasn't exclusive to Japan. But thankfully, we have eBay. So we're going to roll out. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Level Impact Cast. Sayonara.